This iPhone 15 Pro Max got absolutely blasted by another shop. And look, I understand that some techs want to learn data recovery and microsoldering, but when the customer tells you that data is of the utmost importance, this is not the board to be practicing on. They completely overheated this board. So what I'll have to do in this video is take my known good donor board here, remove the memory chip, remove the CPU, and take them from the data board, transfer them over and access the data. So let's start by removing the CPU. There we go. I'll have to clean the underside. All this factory solder is no good. I'll have to replace it with a lower melting point temperature and flatten these pads. Next, I gotta fill these holes with solder paste. And this is a crazy 54 by 42 grid with some gaps equaling just under 2,200 solder pads that need to be formed perfectly. If any of them are too big or too small, the recovery will be a failure. And this looks good. Next, I'll remove the NAND memory chip. I'll apply solder paste to my stencil. Make sure it's nice and even. And I always find it so satisfying to watch these solder balls form. Isn't that lovely? Now I have to get the donor board ready for my chips, so I'll remove the donor board CPU and clean up the pads. Here I go. Looking clean. Now I'll remove the donor board memory chip and flatten those pads. Time to solder the memory chip to the board. That should do it. I always appreciate the beauty of this work. And time to place the CPU down. There we go. Awesome, this iPhone is turning on. And I have access to the photos. If you need data recovery, the link is in the description.